Today we're turning this into this. Welcome to the path. We're starting by adding some soil. We're going to keep doing this till we get that nice mountain valley in the middle style setup. So slope and slope till you can slope no more. Clear out the front of all the soil debris, and then we're going to create a small area for the sand. Time for the hardscape. We're going to add some rocks in the front to act as a barrier so that the soil doesn't fall off onto the sand when we start planting. This also looks nice, right? Like the two large boulders leading to a beach. Time for planting. We're adding this nice bushy plant in the back which will spread out and become much thicker. It might also flower with tiny white flowers at the back, so wouldn't that look great? We decided to remove that rock at the back because it was obstructing the view of the bushy plant, of which we're adding one more in the other corner. For all our preparation, some soil still fell in the front, so we're getting rid of that. Ooh, that's a big tuft of moss. We're adding this in replacement to that large rock to hide the roots of that bushy plant at the back. A nice green carpet of this stuff would just make your day, right? We're just adding some more moss in the front to fill up this gap. This bit of moss is flowering. Doesn't that look cool? Those tiny heads you see on top of the moss are full of spores, and when they burst, they release tiny spores into the air that cling onto surfaces and grow new tufts of moss. Adding some styrogen repens, this is a nice mid-ground plant and will stay short, although its leaves might get a little big, so we'll have to trim those. We're creating a nice styrogen bush next to the moss and next to where the path will go, to create that bushy look that you see on most paths in real life. And a lot of styrogen later, we're adding some Monte Carlo at the back. This will create a nice carpet over there in that area and maybe creep onto the path and behind onto that nice tuft of moss. This crypt is another one that might flower. I think this one has yellow or purple flowers. Won't that look great? And one mossy piece of driftwood later, please subscribe. It's time to add some sand and make the path come to life. Make sure to keep the sand layer thin and not use too much, because otherwise you'll be able to see under the sand in the layers of the sand, and that makes the front look very bad. And once we spray it down, we're done. All we need to do to take care of this terrarium is just spray it down every day. The microorganisms like that springtail do all the other work. cleaning up the fungus, all the rotting material, etc. Springtails generally need to be cultivated, but you can get them in moss stuffs that you harvest from the wild and propagate. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it.